Okay, we
So,
don't know what we're getting into here. This was a request by you guys. CliffBeats, no script off the rip with the one and only.
your girl Karen.
We have Crash Test Dummies. Mm 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 mm.
Something is scrumptious.
I hope that I'm saying it right. Go like, go subscribe. Please show love to Crash Test Dummies. How many? Sorry, I can't speak.
It's okay. I'm just joking.
60 million views from 8 years ago. Go like, go subscribe. We don't even know what era or anything. I just kept seeing this pop up everywhere. So
That's a funny name. I love it.
it is. It's a good name. And
Well, both of them, I guess.
yeah, I was gonna say. So just so you're aware, when you guys keep making suggestions, YouTube has like a new AI feature that tells us what you're suggesting the most. This is at the top of the list. So you ready to rock?
I'm ready to roll.
All right. Let's see what we got. Blind reaction. Don't know what's happening.
Ew.
I'm starving right now, so
Me too.
sounds about right. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
Crash Test Dummies.
But I'm nervous.
Please go like, go subscribe to the original artist.
Once there was this kid who got
voice.
into an accident and couldn't come to school. But when he finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white. He said that it was from when the cars had smashed his soul hard. Once there was this girl who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, and when they finally made her, they saw birthmarks all over her body.
I got to comment on that. That's been one thing that's always bothered me growing up, and I've noticed this with like female friends of mine. Is like some women would be afraid to change in front of other people, and then like they would be scrutinized once they did for whatever little thing it might be.
Mm-hmm.
The girls were just so vicious growing up, man. I don't know what was that about. Do you have any idea?
I think it's also just like you exhibit the behavior that you are around.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll say his voice is very unique too. I
It's
like the deepness in this, his tonality. It's unique. So I'm
very, very different.
yeah. But this kind of triggered me right now because I'm just thinking of my female friends that I used to have growing up as a kid. Being like fourth, fifth, sixth grade, and them crying to me about how girls are so mean about changing and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell?
Birthmarks all over her body.
Who cares?
She couldn't quite explain it. They'd always just been there. But both girl and boy were glad, 'cause one kid had it worse than that.
Oh shit.
'Cause then there was this boy whose parents made him come directly home right after school. And when they went to their church, they shook and lurched all over the church floor. He couldn't quite explain it. They'd always just gone there.
feel called out.
They do. Salty.
I like how harmonious this is getting right now. I feel like I'll talk about it at the end. This is crazy. Hold on. Oh, they are pissed. Okay. So I got questions.
I feel like everybody missed the point.
Huh?
I feel like everybody missed the point.
I feel like there's some people who miss the point, but I also feel like there's some people who just accept the point as well.
Yeah.
So I think there's layers to this that we have to dive
Dig in.
into. Yeah, we're doing a deep dive here. But first, we play a game. When do you think this released? I have no idea either. Ladies first, you get to pick first.
I'm gonna go with 87.
Oh, that's a great. I'm gonna go with 89. I don't know. Yeah, 89. It's locked in. Once you say it, it's locked in. That's how it's always been. So crash this, dummies. I said it way wrong. Release date.
I don't think anybody can say it like that.
93. I was closer.
Wow.
So by the Crash Test Dummies was officially released as the lead single October 1st, 1993. It was the first track from their highly successful second studio album, God Shuffled His Feet. That's a great album. Titles are great in the 90s. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive into this. I think the video really helps the song too. So, by the Crash Test Dummies is a melancholic exploration of childhood isolation. The song's verses tell three distinct stories about kids who are ostracized for being different, while the famous hummed chorus represents their speechless trauma and inability to voice their struggles. Beautifully done, because they have no voices. They're just kids. Who's going to listen? The parents? Not likely. So this is what I was thinking about was the accident victim, the kid. You know, his hair turned to white from whatever happened during the accident. Based on songwriter Brad Roberts' own childhood car accidents, it tells of a boy who suffered a traumatic incident, misses school, and returns with his black hair turned pure white. This was inspired by real life stories of people's hair turning white overnight from extreme shock, a phenomenon known as conitis subita. Conitis subita. Am I saying that right?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyways, so yes, it's an actual real thing. It looks like it's a phenomenon. So verse number 2 is the girl with the birthmarks, which really triggered the hell out of me. About a girl who is intensely self-conscious and hides from others in the change room because of her birthmarks covering her body. Roberts drew from his own experiences of having prominent birthmarks at the base of his spine that led to bullying during swimming lessons. So see, it's not just girls; it's also boys. Kids could be so mean. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Verse 3. Now this is the one that was this one was pretty cool because you can see it on the parents' face how frustrated they were getting. Now I'm gonna say this wrong. This word wrong. The Pentecostal child. A boy is forbidden from playing with friends after school because of his strict fundamentalist Christian parents. They practice speaking in tongues and rolling on the church floor, which deeply terrifies the boy. So that's what I heard when he said, was it lunching? Would he say lunching or lurching? Lurching on the floor. And it made me think of people who are like, like, I heal you, and they fall over and do this thing. It made me think of that and how he's embarrassed, but he can't really say anything. And you can see it on the parent's face, like, oh my God, like he is making fun of us right now.
Yeah.
Ultimately, all three verses tie into a common theme: the struggles of being an outsider. In the choruses, the humming conveys the heavy, isolating silence these children face when they don't know how to explain or cope with the strange, isolating things happening in their lives. You gotta remember too, kids emulate and learn from what they see, from what their home life is like. They don't know anything else. They meet somebody else and they're like, oh, that's how you do things? That's how things are done?
Or that's another way that it can be done? What?
Exactly. And this is coming from an only child, myself, who grew up with a single mother who was never home. So it was really like me by myself in my own head. That's why people are always like, oh, how don't you know this music? How don't you know that? It's like, well, with all due respect to my mom, she worked her ass off to give me a roof over my head. So I got nothing but love from my mom, but it was me trying to figure out things on my own. I was learning, not until I was like 13 or 14 was I really learning from other people. And, you know, I started realizing how backwards I had things in my head. Even to this day, I still carry some traits of an only child, and I've had friends call me out on it before, but, you know, I'm still learning as, you know, I get older too. So, you know, I think this is a great song to speak up for these kids who don't have voices.
I think it's almost like there's probably something in every one of us that makes us feel like an outsider
Isolated, yeah.
and isolated. So I do
100%
I
there
do
is.
especially as a kid, you know, when you're growing up. So I love that this gives a voice and the rest of us maybe a little introspection again when we are able to impact other kids, like you said, like maybe it's okay for us to be different than how we grew up if it's, you know, what your heart desires.
Correct, yeah. And, you know, yeah, I could really piggyback off that for hours and have a whole podcast episode about this because, again, I think I'm afraid that some people heard this song and it flew over their heads, and I hope to God it didn't. Because in the beginning, I was even kind of like, what's going on here?
Me
But
too, I
as
thought I was being trolled.
yeah, but then as it started layering, I'm like, oh, there is a lot of depth here in this song. It's artistic. It's not just a song for like mainstream radio, even though it has those elements. There's layers to this, and I really like it a lot. Again, you know, being an only child, you go through a lot of this, you know, where you're kind of just isolated completely and you don't know what's going on, and you're trying to learn from the people around you. Like I almost grew up too fast, you know, but because the only people I was around was like babysitters or like weird people I didn't know that were like 18, 19, 20 showing me things or, you know, having me do things that were adult like. And I was like, what the is going on here? You know, so it's interesting for me to hear this song, and it struck a chord, so to speak. But I liked it. Crash Test Dummies. I can't hum it as good as that deep voice. That
I was surprised by the whole delivery of this. This was really different.
Yeah, really cool, really
Very,
unique,
very
really
cool.
different. And I did not expect this at all. Thank you guys so much for the suggestion. I see why you guys wanted Karen and I to do this, because you wanted us to do the deep dive at the end. Because people keep saying like we do deep dives and we learn more about the song. So it makes sense.
And it also takes the name to another layer, another level too. They're like, we're the crash
Yes.
test dummies. Like, we're here to, you know, you can let us have it, and then we're gonna put it out there for the world, so you know how to like kind of tread after. It's like, what a name. I mean, honestly, this is very, very artistic.
Or even like children being the crash test dummies for the parents. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like using like almost like the kids as like experimentation to see how they are, you know, perceived in society. It's just very weird how that can be. But anyways, we don't need to go into a whole podcast. We could have one in the future. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching with us. Please show love to Crash Test Dummies. Like I said, I see 60 million views here, 148,000 subscribers. Rookie numbers. Pump them up. Go like, go subscribe. Please show love to the original artists. That's what we're here to do. We're here to keep real music alive, and I like seeing depth like this. I really do. I want to know, did this do well on the radio? Do well on radio. Yes, it did. Released in 1993, the song became a global smash and topped the U.S. alternative airplay charts for several weeks. It also reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and charted heavily across Europe and Canada. Despite its strange title and somber, offbeat subject matter, its infectious chorus made it an unforgettable 90s staple that it still receives reoccurring airplay on adult, alternative, and classic hit stations.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, during the bridge towards the end, when it like got really harmonious, that's when I was like, oh wow, like this is powerful. Like I could hear this being everywhere. So that's why I was curious. Anyways, we love you. Won't take up too much more of your time. Stay safe. If you ever need me, I'm always here. I hope you know that my Instagram's down below. What does this song mean to you? Where were you at the first time that you heard it? Do you have any experiences you want to share with us? Like I just shared with you, you're more than welcome. Karen and I love reading your comments and getting back to you. Anything you want to add? No, we love you guys. Stay safe, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. We wouldn't be here without you.
Be well, friends.
Be well. Suggestion pops up here. We hope you enjoy. Rock.
Roll.
All right, take care, guys. We love you. Please stay safe.